All right, let me explain to you guys what I'm doing here. So the systainers, the last three that we have, we've evolved. We went from the DeWALT Tough system and, slowly started branching out to where most of our tools used to be DeWALT. Man, we got so many battery platforms. We got the Bosch 12 and 18 volt does sanders and rotor hammers. We have 12 volt Bosch drilling lights. DeWALT 12 volt, Harley runs the 12 volt drills and impact. We run 20 volt DeWALT tools along with the flex volt table saw, multiple different flex volt tools. Milwaukee does a 12 volt palm nailer that we have. We have a 18 volt Milwaukee backpack vacuum with their nailer, their framing nailer. Excellent nailers there. What else do we got? Going over into the Makita, we got the 18 volt, all the specialty woodworking tools. Of course, 36 volt miter saw and their worm drive. It's not a worm drive, or maybe it is. I don't know. But went ahead and pulled the trigger and switched my track saw to 40 volt. And I was like, now's the time to switch the jigsaw to 40 volt. And that will allow me to get rid of the Fool's Tool charger. And when I'm able to get rid of this, I can ditch the rest of the systainers. So we've definitely evolved. We went from the Tough system and mainly being into DeWalt's to kind of branching out. And when you branch out, you just... nothing matches. And I don't regret it. I don't, because a lot of these tools are better from some manufacturers over other manufacturers. So I'm not saying the Makita 40 volt is a better tool than this Festool Carvex. I'm not saying that at all, but it allowed me to eliminate a battery. And that Makita 40 volt jigsaw, that's an expensive saw. That's the same price as this thing. It's going to be the exact same price when you get it combo. All right, so that's why I did it. We went from an enclosed trailer, having a bunch of room in there, to this van, and I cannot believe how many tools we've been able to fit in there. So anyway, why don't we get out there and take a look at what we've already done as far as eliminating these systainers out of the side and how we're storing some of the tools. It's just we're just showing a small part of our storage system in the van, but yeah, systainers gotta go. Milwaukee packout, gotta go. Gotta quit playing with your tools. Grow up, be men. Tools are not toys. They're there to make money. You can be kind of happy with them. They're kind of fun, but all right, let's get at it. This is the way it's normally configured, minus the boxes. What we added, well, okay, so we got the router up here. Not the router. We got the jigsaw. I think that's funny. I constantly call tools by the wrong name.
Sander, you call the van a Jeep.
Yes. I did tip this back. I'm not sure. We're probably going to have to put a bungee in front of it. That's not that big a deal. We were able to add this router assortment up here.
Yep.
So that's going to be nice having a full
look at all those bits.
Router set. This is where the track saw is going to go. We're going to put some padding down here. Either way, pull it out. Okay. Got some Fool's Tool clamps right there. We already got the shelf for the, what's this called?
It was called a cordless cutout tool.
And here, this is going to be really nice right here. This
drywall
tip it out, bam. So this is going to be a big improvement right here. Now, a few things that we do have to address is where are the jigsaw blades going to go, and we need the blades for that. And I think I want a blade hung back there, a replacement blade for this. We're going to put some foam back underneath this, especially for this tool, for the track saw. What that'll do, it'll just give it a little bit of protection so the base of it's not constantly riding on something. I'm adding 2 routers. Harley was surprised that I was adding this much, but I'm going to go ahead and keep the bag. This isn't going to stay in here. But one of my problems I have is when we're working is I'm always short of routers. I'm always short because I hate changing router bits. Once you get something set up to the right depth. So I'm going to keep my 18 in this bag with the plunge base. And these two 40 volts are going to stay back there. So I got to put a mounting base back there. So this will be really nice having 3/4 inch routers on a job. I don't know if I'm the only one, but when I'm doing finished work, being short of routers is probably one of the biggest things that slows me down. And this will really help. It's in the bag. Of course, I'm going to keep this guy right here. Of course, I got the latch doorknob pull saw. This kit holds the plunge base, the 18. I'm gonna keep an 1/8 inch round over in that all the time. And that's another thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep a couple different. Now that I have these additional routers, I'm probably gonna keep like a 5/8. I'll do that 1/4 inch upcut with bearing in one of them. I'll just leave it in all the time, and the other one will have like a 5/8 or 3/4 inch double fluted cutout bit or whatever in. Leave it in there all the time. So track guides, even though I don't use that very often, got a couple T guides. This is going to be so nice having the router, but I don't know. Whoop, I left my compression thing. I don't know if this is I've actually really never talked to anybody about their routers. How many typically routers guys carry? This is going to be a big improvement right here, because for me to get to the track saw before, and I'm using our track saw more and more and more. Yeah, I just am. And if I can get to it quick, if it's really accessible, just coming in here, boom, out. I'm going to be using the thing even more and more. Everything is going to be so easy to get to. Love it. And this works, guys. Don't think it doesn't work. Come swing around here. Let me get on the other side. We've had our 12 volt stuff here set up here for, I don't know, going on a few years now. And you loosen that. Collins coping foot on the Bosch right there. Get out of the way. I got two hands. I got the planer right there, super easy to get to. These things actually come out pretty easy. I'm saying you would think that they would rattle loose, but they don't. We got the, we've never done a video showing our layout. We probably actually should go through and show our actual layout. But this is evolved because we got these 12 volts. There used to be a couple 20 volt multi-tools here, and now we got these 12 volts, which absolutely kick the 20 volts butt. Bosch Sawzall. Either way, I think I need to do that in another video, but the main video was showing the layout here, and I think this is going to be outstanding. I remember watching Ron Polk here several years back and saw that he had a layout to where all of his tools, he didn't have anything in boxes. And I remember questioning him because I was like halfway there, but I had not fully went there. And now I am. I think the boxes are a waste of time. It'd be nice to hold that. Well, there you go. There you go. Okay, so this is actually Harley's 12 volt bag, but he typically carries two 12 volt. We're using them right now. Carries two 12 volts and an impact in there. So this thing's typically just crammed full. So this is a perfect spot for it. I don't mind reaching over his bag, and since he's the one doing the vast majority of the attachment, this is perfect. I want him to have this thing right out in the open. Okay, so of course I don't have the track saw in here, so that way I can show you We ended up, we had this spot up here, so we finally got a spot for our saw blades. Came through with, let me show you what I did. This is actually pretty cool. I don't know. You guys get the idea. I don't feel like taking it apart. But, whatever, we got 2 more saws. We're gonna put a, 1 or 2 track saw blades up there, and one of the blades for, what's that, 6.5? So we need some 6.5 blades to go up there. That'll be really nice. So those things aren't wandering around. I wish we could have fit the 10-inch up there. We need to find another spot for that. But, of course, we got this up here. I'm not really excited about our blade storage for the jigsaw. We'll get that worked out. But this, check it out. So I took a 1x. I took a 1x and cut it in half, and of course horseshoed it on the 2 sides, and we just took an eyelet and opened it up, and that's what holds it in. So I got 2 ready outside of my router in there. I got 2 ready to rock and roll right there. Super cool, super cool. I'm already loving this. This is gonna be so nice. Yeah, it's gonna be excellent. Let me grab my track saw. Oh, dropped my bag. Perfect. Perfect. What more could you want? Okay, now these right here, we hung these wrenches. Yeah, we got to do something about them. They're rattling, so expected. We're gonna do something about that, and plus this right here, we got to do something as far as this coming and going, sliding out. So I messed up when I originally put this in here. I was going to put it in on an angle, but it was all screwed in, and I was like, I forgot. I was actually going to tip it down. So this really should not need anything. This one we did, if you remember, I tipped that down. I tipped it back, but we went ahead and put that on. That's too expensive of a tool to come out and be flopping around. All right, that's it. A couple mods that we've done here, and continually evolve. We did not glue this. All this is either pocket screws or just glued in. I do need to take some sandpaper and knock those edges over. What?
Screwed in, not glued.
Screwed in pocket screws.
Yeah.
We didn't use any glue, because that way, as we switch tools, it can be easily modified. But this box here, this box has been in 2 Chevy Expresses, and it will go in yet again another one. So we switch here. We've been a little disagreement. I'm ready to switch, get a new one. But here when we do get ready to switch, this will be going over there. So this is nothing new. We've been rocking this box for quite a while. So, and the last thing to go in there is Harley's 12-volt DeWALT stuff. So cool.
Nice.